Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Valrico here, and today I want to talk about Black Myth Wukong. Now, I've been uploading quite a few videos about this game. I've made my thoughts public about this game, but if I'm uploading, that means I really enjoy the game. Um, Specifically, like if I upload multiplayer gameplay and stuff like that, obviously I've been playing the game a lot. So like Gears, I've been uploading Gears gameplay. You know, I go into slumps where if I ain't inspired, I ain't uploading. I'm not gonna upload if I don't really, how do I say, if I'm not really enjoying what I'm doing. I'm not gonna just do it just because. It wouldn't matter if I made money on videos or not either. It's just I'm not making video. I hate the task of uploading and editing. I enjoy it, but I hate it. If I was big enough, I would probably have somebody do it for me, and I could just like having a producer essentially, like how Jay-Z he has to go in the studio and rap, and everybody else mixes and masters it and puts it out, so I don't have to do all this extra stuff. That's probably what I would do, but I'm not big enough, so I can't be doing all that. But I'll tell you this though, this game was it is absolutely amazing. I haven't finished it yet. I'm only in chapter 2, a little bit past this boss fight. Pretty good, fun boss fight actually. I'm not too. I guess this was like the Tigress from Kung Fu Panda or something. I guess. I mean, it was really fun. It was a really fun boss fight. It's interesting because he's in his blood water, and I actually try to use the fire ability, and it just every time he rolled, it would put it out. Just little things like that are pretty cool. Now you still like it. There's elemental damage, but it can be countered if he rolls to the blood. It just kills it. This game is phenomenal. It's not too hard. It's pretty. I mean, if you played Elden Ring, or if you played Sekiro, or if you played any of the Dark Souls games, this game is pretty. It's a mix between Dark Souls-like games, and like I don't know, like a God of War or a Ninja Gaiden hack and slash. There's still a stamina bar, but you really don't have to worry about it as much, especially if you upgrade it. You can really, you know, they give you enough stamina to where, like, at some point you're going to have to dodge and back out of engagements. And by the time you go back in, you're usually at 3/4 of a, as you can see down at the bottom of the screen, 3/4 are sometimes full when you disengage in stamina. So it's, you know, and you don't waste enough stamina, when you get in those engagements anyways. Like Elden Ring, you'll run out of stamina super quick, and you might have to back out because you could get 1 or 2 more hits in, but you just don't have the stamina to do it. So that being said, this boss fight was pretty good. This game, I know that there's other areas in the game that I haven't been to, and you know, my friends in the Discord have been playing it, and they ain't really been spoiling it. But listen, man, if you got internet, you got Twitter, you're not gonna see everything, but you're gonna see little bits and pieces here or there on what's going on in the story. As far as like environments, so there's more to be played in here. I think they're estimating there's 6 chapters in this game, and there may be an epilogue, so that could be 7. But I mean, from chapter 1 to chapter 2 was it was like 10 hours, I think, for me. I'd have to look at the stats. Actually, let me pull it up real quick. Let's see here. Wukong, how much have I played? 9 hours. And I'm, you know, I don't know if I'm halfway through the 2nd chapter or not. This was funny right here. If you look to the right, I was trying to wait for my fire ability again, because I could have guaranteed beating the boss fight. I thought I was cool. I was just trying to disengage, just stay far back in that corner. And at the last second, he said nah and came in for a slash and killed me. I was like, fuck. So this ended up being the very next. This is the one where I actually put him down. I wasn't playing any more games. I had to assume the gamer posture and go ahead and beat this guy. But phenomenal game. Like, and this game's only $60. You know, and I was talking to my friends, and I'm like, dude, these games that are charging $70 for the base game, and these games aren't even half as good as this. Like, something's gonna change here. I mean, you know, we were talking about Star Wars Outlaws, and I'm like, that game is gonna flop. I mean, it'll do okay because it's a Star Wars game, but it's gonna flop Just for the simple fact, and it won't sell as much, because everybody's going to still be playing Wukong by the time that game comes out, because this is going to be a long game to play. And then, if you didn't beat Wukong, Space Marine 2 is coming out in 2 weeks, September 5th. So, where is the time to play that game? I think a lot of people are going to end up picking up that game later on for like $30. And, I mean, hey, they're charging $70 for a game. The game is going to be aight. Let's be honest here. It's not going to be nothing that's going to blow your socks off. It's going to be an aight game. Okay? Same thing with the Assassin's Creed, man. Specifically Ubisoft, but this is more for all of the Western developers. You're going to have to step your game up, because we've had Liza P, which is a Korean studio. I think that was their first game as well. Now we got Game Science from China. We got, I mean, the Japan studios are always solid. They're always good for giving you a solid game. I heard Street Fighter was an amazing game that people are really loving. But just in general, the Japanese developers always make a great game. Yeah, especially great gameplay. They always do what they're supposed to do. They stay away from the politics and the horse shit that they try to put in these Western games. Like, nobody wants to play that shit. It is what it is. And I seen that Screen Rant gave this shit a 6 out of 10 because there was no inclusion in this game, and it's just what I'm talking about. It's just like, bro, you're playing as a fucking monkey. Okay? What do you mean diversity and inclusion? Since the beginning of this game, I fought a snake dude. I fought a tiger. I fought rats. I fought a dude with a big head 2 times. Looking like Buddha. You know what I mean? I fought many different enemies. There's many different characters in the game. So I don't know where they get off saying all this nonsense. A lot of it, and they were like, oh, well, there's not a lot of women in the game. It's just like, to be honest with you, didn't notice. I was having too much fun playing a good game. And that's what the most important thing is. I don't give a shit about all this other extra shit. It's about having a good game. That's it. And I am in full support of these studios forcing our Western studios to tighten up and do what needs to be done. Okay? And start making good games and stop focusing all this they, them. I seen it earlier. I posted it in the Discord. RuneScape put they, them as a fucking selection for your character on old school RuneScape. It's just like, brother, there's a woke mind virus disease plague in the West. And the thing is, you're not going to be able to bully these people from Japan and China into putting horse shit in their game. No, they're capitalists. They want to, even China, they're pseudo-capitalists, even though it's a communist government. It's still about making that money. And the only way you're going to do that is by making phenomenal games. So I'm glad that this game is good, and I hope that this applies pressure to our Western studios. But I'll tell you what, man, phenomenal game. Okay, I'm ready to get off this fucking recording and get back to it. So with that being said, tell me what you think about this game in the comments section. Are you enjoying it? Are you having a good time? Hit the like button, the subscribe button, twitter.com/Valrico. Well, excuse me, x.com/Valrico, youtube.com/Valrico. And I'm out of this bitch. Peace.